Cabernet Sauvignon, Pinot Noir, Pinot Grigio,
Beaujolais, Merlot, Chardonnay, Gewürztraminer, Meritage, Riesling, Rosé, Muscat.
It's easy to get lost in the complex world of wine.
Very fruity, kind of fruit punchy.
But the International Wine Education course at DePaul is clearing things up for students. Not to mention they get to drink the wine in class too.
At first my parents were like, "What? Are you sure that's allowed? Like, are you doing this secretly?" And I was like, "No, Mom, like this is the class."
Not to worry, parents, your tuition dollars aren't going towards your children getting drunk in class. Well, not at least with our consent. Although the sampling of the wines is a highlight of the class session, Professor Michael Lynch teaches much more than proper wine tasting.
I want them to understand the romance of wine. I want them to understand the politics of wine. I want them to understand what makes wine special, what makes wine unique.
Historically, wine has been a symbol of romance. It's even sparked political controversy, but most importantly, it's created relationships, something Lynch sees every day in his class.
They'll make a comment about the wine, and the person sitting next to them will go, "Yeah, I got the same thing. Isn't that weird?" And then you have a connection. And all of a sudden, it becomes a shared experience for the entire class.
While the hospitality school originally planned to offer the class once every other quarter, word of mouth traveled quickly.
I took this class because my roommate and a few other friends took it, and they said it was a great time, so I figured why not take it and experience it for myself.
I'm a hospitality minor, and one of my friends who's also a hospitality major told me about it and said it was a lot of fun.
The class, officially called HSP 333, is now being taught twice per quarter with up to 60 students in each class.
Since this is a wine class, it's good to really put the two and two together, experience what you're learning.
But don't let his friendly face and the delicious taste of wine fool you. This isn't a blow-off class. Alex Bassick, the wine buyer and owner of the Noble Grape wine shop in Chicago, will tell you it's no easy thing to learn about.
I spend the rest of my life learning about wine. I still won't know anything. My philosophy is to keep it simple, but it can be really convoluted.
It's a very fruity wine. We know it's a Beaujolais. It's very fruity.
But at least with Professor Lynch at your side, you won't have to spend years learning about the basics of wine.
I was out to dinner with my boyfriend and I got wine, and I did the sampling techniques that Professor Lynch taught me, and he was very impressed, and I looked pretty smart.
Oh, and she made sure not to forget Professor Lynch's unique tasting technique.
"Hi, wine. How are you?"
Or more like,
"Hello, wine."
Hello, wine. For the record, don't do that in public, guys. Well, now DePaul students can show off their wine skills at the bar. How do you say this? Bijou, Beaujolais.
Actually, Beaujolais.
Beaujolais. Maybe I need to go take Professor Lynch's wine class. Well, if fermented grape juice isn't your thing, he also offers a class that focuses on beer and spirits. For Good Day DePaul, I'm Nicole Suarez. Salud.